Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Like we have discussed about a certain kind of UI related, things changes, right? Like which involves the complete 3 levels of stages and like it involves like process types itself. Like in that, like each steps like will be revolved around certain kinds of in detail. The first step is like report a problem. If you see here, like we added few fields like in request data type such as request date, full name and issue severity. If you see like low medium price, those things like we have detailed. Like in that similar way, like whatever field we have added there as an input or like text or like kind of drop down. Everything it will be showing in the UI in preview format like this only. In this way, like you can make sure like how the design as of our application it is being and like how we can implement like how it will be showcasing in real time like that you can able to know this. Like that, like are you using the same version? Same thing. Are you referring to the PDA and PDA only? PDA and PDA only. But actually in my system it did not take that much time. Like will be go smoothly at any time. Here also same thing only but with this particular, I don't know like a particular your thing only like it is very slow. Remaining things are done like it is very fast only like one day like we will complete like 10 to 5 sessions. 10 to 5 topic. Now, if you see, the first step is like this particular screen, like where we have certain fields. If you see, this is the field name. This one, you know, like in last week when we discussed about data modeling. There, like we different kind of request types and there like we have added this kind of fields and all. Like based upon that, like it has been showcasing here like this. Just like what we did is like we just included that as part of the field. Just we click on like last week what we did. Just data modeling. Like we have created the request type and present those kind of data type alone. After this, like we didn't make any kind of linking and alright. Like now the linking will happen in this particular place. Like whenever you are opening the particular step. There like you have an option to add field. You can add the field and just like you can use whatever we created as part of the service. Request from the data type. Like there, like already we created with the type what it should be and calculator if you remember. Like we created calculated field as well. Such as like never set up time is equal to total time like that. Just like whatever we are creating that we need to click on add field and then we need to add it here. Like in right hand side preview, it will be showcasing like this. This is preview. This is the things like which is in the code of problem. Same way identify location. Like we have the particular configure view setup. There also like we will be showcasing like what are that particular location need to be. If you see here like we have added a field type called location. automatically it has been displayed GPS location Google Maps. Like a user can select like from which location they are raising in request. Just the type is like location here. Like we have phone number, integer data, decimal, those kind of type, right? Similar to that, like we have like address thing field as an location here. Like just like whatever we are creating as part of data type. Here like just like we are using here reusing. We are not getting anything. Just like we will click on this particular step and then like configure view, and then from there like you will add that field. That field automatically, like whatever field you created as part of this data type, it will be coming there. Like this is like complete like user screen. Like when it comes to schedule repair. Like here, like we will be configuring the necessary things such as like golden deadline, everything. If you see here like the goal and deadline has been designated as never. Like what you can do is like you can just keep it as an existing. Sorry, like you can keep like custom SLA, and then here like whatever you wanted to have it in the particular value. Like you can keep it here. Just like for our purpose, I'm creating some 15 seconds in order to see that. 15 seconds as goal. And then deadline will keep it as. $30. 30 seconds that like here will be knowing like what will be the exact deadline time, everything. Like increasing the agencies, like just we are keeping, then next to we are saving this one. Sorry, we didn't select action. Notify. Oh, nothing. If you want, like we can set this, that as well. Like it's basically purely like our choice only. If you like to notify to like all the particular people, then like we can have it. Just like we can click on save. Like if there is no number of people involved in here, means automatically it will be showing an error such as this no number of participants are available. Like if the manager is not there, also it will be showing like whenever you select that particular checkbox, then no manager is available, like that. Then here this perform repair is there. In this perform repair, like whatever it is there in the general, like we can able to modify to the particular user people. Like if you want to have any kind of like mappings to whom it need to be done, etc. can be mapped here. Like we just like specific user and current user, those kind of people. Like now, like what we'll do is like we'll go for like repair and confirmation. In this repair confirmation, like what we are going to do is like we are going to generate an email. For generating an email, what we need to do is like we need to have some kind of a field. In our item, like what we have did is like we used a field called like email. Just like whatever the email ID we are entering here to that email, it will be. Like after that, like what we'll do is like we'll add some kind of subjects such as like your request has been completed. Since it is like static message, every time like you will be getting same kind of subject only. Say like it won't be different based upon some different people. Like what we will be doing is like just like we'll hard code the sentence as same thing, like which is like your request has been completed. Here, like in message, composing only like you can define it like a dynamically. Based upon the case ID and the name of the persons, you can do it. Suppose example, we will say like hello. And then like what we'll do is like we'll add some property that dynamically whatever name the customer mentions to them, like it will send an email. If you see here, like we have like the particular name. Like what we can do is like we can just type a select name like which we given there. Under service request type only, we created a few names just like whenever we click on this, like it will show like what are the other data, like the what are the all the fields which has been created. You can give it dynamically. In the first stage here, whenever the customer gives his name as like John Thomas, automatically like here will get dynamically like a hello John Thomas. Second time he gives us like some Ramesh means to like it will come like hello Ramesh, like that it will come dynamically. In order to use dynamically, you can use this particular configuration where you can insert that property. Whatever value entered there, automatically like the particular user will be getting that mail dynamically. It will make work very easy. Right. Like because static means you will hard code it. Dynamically means based upon the customer inputs, like a live with millions of customers. Whenever there is a million of customers, you need to define like you need to attract them based upon your UI. Like what you need to do is like you need to greet them very gloriously. For that like what we'll do is like we will have a given this option such as like insert property. From there, like what you can do is like you can insert the particular property and then like you can dynamically reference it. Here under service request, like what we'll do is like we'll just select this full name. Like it will be coming as this hello service request dot full name. In real time, what it will happen is like it will be complete the full name with the particular customer details, whatever the customer fill in this particular first stage. I understood this scenario right. Using this particular property, yes, you are audible. You are right. Why we are using the things that property here? Just like we can fill all other things like we have addressed. We have addressed it like you. We have addressed your case. Here also dynamically, you can mention the case ID. Like just you can click on this particular property and then you will mention this case, ID and as being. Successfully completed. Like after that, like you can have any kind of in regards. Who is doing that particular thing? Now like just like we will click on the done. Now like what we can do is like if you want to add any kind of fun attachments, you can do. It's like what we can do is like we can able to save this particular changes and then like we will check and we will run our case. Now like what we are basically doing is like we will run this case tape and we will look like that URL and then how that mail everything is getting into good like that. If you see here, like we have like three kinds of fun channels, such as if you want your development to be bigger screen means large screen preview can do. Like you can do in tablet. Like you can do it in this mobile preview. Like based upon your necessity, you can do all these things. If you see here in the create stage, like you have like four kinds of doing, like four steps you have. For that, like we use some kind of an horizontal navigation, right? Like if you remember last week when we design our case, let's cycle. Like I to look in that user screen like in this way only. Like here, like what we are doing is like this is for first step customer will perform. Like what they are doing is like they are requesting today, which is 28, and then here they're entering some name. It was like and then like they are mentioning like a issue type as like medium and then like the request like here like we have like different kinds of request. If you remember like we have one data type he had to be created and we mentioned traffic signal, park maintenance, those kinds of things, right? Those things like will update here like traffic signal like a park maintenance, both the things. There is an issue like just like we can mention that one. And description like it, you can update anything else. Like this is optional field. Just we can ignore and we can go to the next screen. Here like it is asking like what is the exact location of the particular thing. If you are typing something like that, you probably fly over Hyderabad like something like you are doing like automatically. Map will be done here. What will be the exact locations if you're triggering? Like based upon the particular value means that you can just trigger that. And then like you can able to submit these particular things. Like this is like out of boxing. Like after boxing, they're going to providing this kind of maps. Just you need to use the field that I call location. This is like our second step. Like after third step. The third step is like submitter. Here like I won't type anything. Just like I will keep it in the same way. Here, if you see here, like here, whatever mail ID we are entering, to that mail ID only, like in the resolution step, that email will be going. Like I will enter something like a kernel@gmail.com. Since this is like instances, it won't trigger to this actually email ID, but like we will see, like what is the to address. To address will be mapped to this one. Like after doing these 4 steps, like we will submit this request, and now scheduling repair is there. If you see here scheduling repair, like it will be, if you see here like do you in a minute. Like based upon the particular value, like it will be going to this SLA and then it will be executing. If you do not have this particular changes, like just I'm making 30, then I'm submitting it. Then like it when to perform repair, those two are distinct. Here like based upon our logic, like we will do all these things such as repair time. We will keep like 3 hours and the distinct as like repair time, setup time as repair time as 3 hours, and then like we'll keep clean up time as 5 hours. Automatically total calculated value. It will be done. This only we did calculation of setup time plus repair time plus cleanup time in that data. Did you remember that scenario? Those calculated feel only like it is working in this particular thing. Now like we'll just click on submit. After that, like what it will go is like it will go for approval or objection. It is going to manage your queue for approving or rejection. Like what we'll do is like we'll approve it. Now, when we are approving automatically, like a mail should be triggered. The status has been resolved, completed. Now like what we will see is like we will see like an email has been triggered or not, like that. We'll check here. If you see, this is the attachment. Here only that particular mails are the things will be triggered. I know. Whatever. Like here, it would be getting dynamic. It's just like the hollow kernel and your has been completed. Whatever we entered, it will be showing here dynamically. Actually, if you reject, then we step more towards if it rejects means like what we had designed there. Rejection, I think we didn't do it. In case type only, like we need to do on the case. I think this is completed now. This is completed successfully. One doubt is like on the case type. What is your doubt here? Did you schedule repair? VU like time as goal and deadline. Only thing we go at that. And App Studio, you have an option to provide only goal and the lens. If you want to defend pause that late, then you need to go to Do Studio. Like Dev Studio, like more advanced options will be there. There you can make business calendar days. Like if you want to calculate only from Monday to Friday, means there you can enable. Those things you can do it. And only like whatever, like create option, like taking data from customers. It is only happened between like in create on the same creative stage. This happened big lots of data from using in real time, like user like a current like the customer will see only the first stage, like he will have only the 4 steps, like where we will collect his detail, like and the second and third stage will not display them at all. Second and third stage will display only to that municipal coordinator, service coordinators who is belonging to that particular application. Like for that one, like what we need to do is like we need to create an portal. Like bad, we need to add restrictions. Like you need to recreate when condition, and you need to make sure like that the next 2 stages won't be visible. That like only first is clean after they are filling. They will not get anything next to things. You will. They will get. Your request has been successfully submitted, like that they will get. Once after that, like a service coordinator team, they'll be working on it, and then they will do the necessary things, all the things. Actually, we select when we create a stage. That time we select collection. Collect information. Great. Like what you were asking, like here what you're asking. I had new stage, like I don't want stage, another new stage. Like this. We'll add like some testing, stage name as some defaulting test. Here like what do you want to do? What do you want to check? Oh, I will stay in like just show the option. Like oh, like adding step. Like adding step, like you will be getting an option for like where you can approve or reject collecting information. My doubt is that you collect information. We are collecting data. Correct? In approval, reject step is like it's the end stage basically. Like whenever the manager can approve or reject in resolution, we select approve and reject into review repair. And perform repair. What we do? Like the perform repair, we will collect information only. Like this information means collecting from that particular team. Whatever they're performing. That was the multi-step form is like past the stage, like in create stage we have used fake. Basically this is not dependent on state. This is dependent on only states. One of the unit is different steps. Actually, there's a matter what stage you selected. It's dependable on inside the stage. Inside and stage, like inside and stage, you will have an process, incident process. You will have in steps. Steps only like you will differentiate, like what is the collecting information, or apart from that, you can use automation. If you see here, same repair information is an automation tool. Like you have other things as well, like in advanced version, we will be seeing tomorrow, that you can create an PDF. Suppose you wanted to attach an PDF to an mail, you can do it here. If you want to generate document, you can do it. In schedule, repair what we see like. In schedule repair just to be, we are having goal and deadline and then we are mapping the right operator. Which process we select them like collect or they are also collect only just because like it will be showing like what is the appropriate stage and like what is the appropriate step like or where it needs to schedule. Like for that also we'll use collecting information on it. When we like in the approval rejection scenario where the manager can only perform like approval or reject, those kinds of scenario will go for approval or reject. But only we select the like collect information, but just explain me the schedule one more time. Schedule repair. If you go to the schedule repair like here, like what basically we have is like we are collecting information and like what we are doing is like when we select on this configure view, like we'll be getting like what is that particular scheduling need to be done for that application. Like due date and the note to technical team. Here also, just like the service coordinator will collect information only. He will say like, but that particular issue the customer is, he will make. This is the due date. Like tomorrow the date is that due date after tomorrow. And he will keep, like traffic is not working like that. He will update here. In due date, we get that goal and deadline. Not goal and deadline. Like a due date is like the date which should be completed. Actually, goal and deadline. I will explain it. Goal and deadline in this particular stage when it will work is like within like whatever you are defining there like due date, it doesn't depend. Due date can be after 5 days as well. Like the goal and deadline is like immediately the particular team, it next team should work. I picked that assignment. Like example, if it is in scheduled repair means immediately it needs to go to perform repair within them 15 seconds. They can work on some 4 days or 5 days. Perform repair one more time. Perform repair. In perform repair, like what we'll be doing is like we'll be collecting all this information such as like first name, like a setup time, clean up time, repair time, all these things. Actually, goal and deadline option is everywhere. Correct. Everywhere you will have, but wherever you need to, you can pick. Like if you see here, like within 15 seconds, like this perform repair team need to pick that assignment. But due date they can pick within 50 seconds and then can keep for 5 days. Clear with my doubt actually? Doubt is with goal and deadline. We can take goal and deadline in any option, in any step. Understood. But specific, we give that goal and deadline to review submission. Right. Alright? Understood. This is regarding the particular case types, complete case types, and then like process tips and automation for sending email and goal and deadline and the like schedule, like a routing based upon current user, those kinds of things. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.